I know, man. I didn't know it was gonna be a test today. I gotta go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with. He could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Houston, Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Harden inside the three-point line. No good there. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris passes to Richardson. And here is Simmons. Harris outside. Traps in the tray.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a three-point game. From the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. Harris against Gordon. Harris kicks to Simmons. Harris looking it over. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes. Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the results.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Harris. 5 on the clock. Richardson for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And see Webb with the Rockets offense. The numbers speak for themselves.
Well, yeah, Kevin. I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. You wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Simmons with the defensive effort.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Pass to Richardson. Good work defensively by Capella.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, you can't be careless around Horford. Throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
For the Rockets, Daniel House has checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And it's Zaire Smith in for Josh Richardson. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And that one misses. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
He doesn't get the second one.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Rockets trailed by 5. Left side, Gordon. Here's the dish to Capella. Harden the pass to Rivers. Here is House. The three from Harden. They get the rebound. Capella. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Pass to Harris. And Gordon over to help. 76ers moving the ball around. Bolden, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them. Which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough. They're both great players, GA, but Embiid, his health remains a question mark. And Simmons, you know, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question.
And the first one at the line is good.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Green is checked in for Eric Gordon. The 76ers leading by 4. Simmons looking it over. And there's the pass to Harris. Over Harden. And he overshot that one, missing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the basket by Harris. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Rivers. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Mike Scott's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Rivers hits both of them. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Out left to the wing. Bolden can't get it to go. And here's Harden for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got 5. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Simmons and Smith are your 1 and your 2. Mike Scott out there with Harris, and it's Bolden in at center. No good on that one. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Rivers against Simmons. The kick out to Scott. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Hitting the boys with purpose. Simmons has an eye for where to be when the shots go up.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook comes in for James Harden. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires it up. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Harris drives in. Here's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. And they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and well, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Philadelphia. And Harris drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside, Green. Pass to House. He kicks to Rivers. Here's Westbrook. The Rockets again can't hit. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
For three, Westbrook, and the three ball is good. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Richardson against Westbrook. Embiid inside. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the #3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. And the 76ers also making a change. Horford's checked in. Outside Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons. And the NBA veteran Luke Ba'amute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. He basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Kevin. He moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness.
Take a break.
Hope he's laughing now.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Richardson finds Simmons. Horford with it. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's the three. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Horford's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Down low. Here's Rivers. Rebound by the 76ers. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The drive by Simmons. "14 feet away. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Good. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
1:19 left here in the second. And Westbrook gets it to go.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And they double up Simmons. Pass to Horford from past the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Rivers dishes to Westbrook. And the pass to Gordon. Fires from deep. The shot comes out, and the 76ers go the other way with it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now Gordon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, it's Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Rivers with it. The Rockets with another miss. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 7. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie John. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 12 points and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance And that's a wrap with the...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been historic. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. And Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Embiid against Capella. Shot clock at 5. Richardson finds Embiid. Harris inside the line. He can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting, and he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
That one is off. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Outside, Simmons. Smith outside, shoots from 14. Harden grabs the miss. Rockets trailed by 15. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
And Simmons kicks to Smith. That's tipped. Outside, Scott. Simmons inside the line. And that time, also a missed shot. Puts it up from 7, and it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now, that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the 76ers. And Philadelphia has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Scott the pass to Smith, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons left side, and he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control. Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division and only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 14. Timeout called, the Rockets. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Houston making some changes. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Capella. He's tightly guarded. Here's Rivers. Second chance effort. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Capella, the pass to House. Kicks to Rivers. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Outside, Scott. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Yep, that one goes in there.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, this has gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
But they'll get another chance. That's tipped. Smith surveying the D. Passes it to Simmons. Pass to O'Quinn. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Takes the three. No good from Simmons. Harden outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
And so it's Phil. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5. Home in the paint. Horford dishes to Simmons. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Rockets trail by 16. Harden outside. And it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Horford. Embiid finds Richardson. The pass to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Passes it to Embiid. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The 3 from Harden. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Stolen by Harden. And the shot goes in. Harden's got 13 points in the 2nd half.
Well, Kevin, you can't be careless with the ball around Harden. He's great at swiping the ball and creating easy opportunities for his team.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And Chris, as skilled as he is offensively, some overlook Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
And Embiid drops them both.
Yeah, Kevin, and think about this. The Sixers last season took the Raptors to 7 games in the Eastern semis. That buzzer-beating series ending fall-away jumper 4 times bouncing on the rim by Kawhi. Philly hoping to go further this time.
Richardson outside. Outside, Simmons. Knocked loose, and they double up Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And for the Sixers, 2 consecutive seasons, Chris, getting knocked out in the second round. How did they get over the hump?
Well, Kevin, first you want to start with health. And then after, can you guys stay healthy? How about the chemistry? The East is wide open. They have the talent to beat anybody.
And stolen by Gordon. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's the 3. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from James Harden.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Here's Horford. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 2. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
Now, here is Harden. Harden draws the double. Capella. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Simmons. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through.
We've got 1:18 left here in the 4th quarter. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Richardson outside. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Here's Horford, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 9. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. .52 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even the slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Simmons passes to Harris. Richardson outside. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Harden.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And here are the 76ers now. And here's Richardson. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA